Alright, so this is a video on how I should track all my expenses. So this is exactly what it looks like. So I'm going to break it up. So I have the order number, I have the date of sale, the item that I sold, quantity, you have item cost, the price sold. So item cost is how much it costs to purchase it from AliExpress, how much the order value. If order 110 had 3, 4, 5 different items, I wouldn't write in 4 or 5 different items. If I had time, I would, but usually I just put in 4 or 5 different items, or I just put in the first item, and then in the sold price I put in the total cost of the value. And then Shopify fees, I'm not sure what's happening, but it's 0. So I think Shopify fees only apply when you get paid through the bank, which I'm using is Stripe or Shopify payments. And then there's PayPal fees, and then the adjusted sale price, meaning the sold price minus all the fees. Profits is adjusted sale price minus the item cost. So you could call this the cost of goods. So this is just step 1. Step 2, I have another column, N and O, which is around here. And there's a sales profit column, which is basically adding up everything in K. So all my profits all add up. Next is net profit after utility. So this is basically sales profit minus utility costs, and that gives me the net profit. But before I address that, Shopify fees and PayPal fees, you can just find that on their website. So in my utility, what I do is I have a separate utility page. This formula here in O02 adds up all the utility costs in my separate utility page, which is in another page in Excel, and it minuses from N2. So what's in the utility page? 1, there's stuff like apps, there's stuff like cost of apps, using Shopify costs, ad costs, Google advertisement, Facebook advertisement, influencer shout out costs, VA costs, everything else. So everything goes into my utility page, and then this figure will basically be telling me how much money I've earned from the business. In the first 6 months, this number was negative. The profit I made was way less than basically how much I spent. So it was negative for quite a long time. So don't be shocked when you see a negative number, because that's pretty normal. Only after I found my first winner was I was able to push it to the green zone and see it hit positive. And that was a really big moment for me.